There are days in life that appear just like any other. The sun rises, the world moves, and yet behind the surface of normality, something shifts. August 7 is one of those days. It is not marked by fireworks or dramatic events on the outside. It is not a celebration. It is a quiet threshold, a silent test for those who are truly present, truly awake, truly alive, and not everyone will see it. Not because they can't, but because they never trained themselves to notice what matters. You see, August 7 is not waiting for the loud, the busy, or the distracted. It is not meant for those chasing comfort or scrolling endlessly through the noise. It is for the one who pauses, the one who listens when others talk, the one who observes when others react, the one who chooses stillness when the world chooses speed. That person, they will feel what this day brings. That person will sense the shift because truth doesn't shout, it waits to be noticed. There are signals before change, always. The body knows, the mind resists, but the deeper self, the one beyond thought, it whispers, it guides. And on August 7, that whisper becomes a moment of clarity, but only for those who've trained themselves to listen. You cannot see what you haven't prepared to see. A seed buried in darkness only grows when the soil is right, when the attention is consistent, when the distractions are cut away. So many people ask for signs, but when they appear, they are too busy, too afraid, too asleep to see them. August 7 doesn't come to entertain. It comes to reveal. The ones who are called or chosen are not chosen by destiny. They are chosen by discipline. And you are not the mind. They are the ones who have been silently doing the inner work while no one was watching. They are the ones who wake early to reflect, who sit quietly with themselves, who clean up their thoughts and sharpen their awareness. These are the ones August 7 will speak to. And it won't be in words. It will be in presence, a realization, a knowing. A deep understanding that something is aligning, something unseen is taking shape, and that knowing changes everything. Growth does not come with comfort. It comes through pressure, through friction, through days like August 7, when you are given a subtle opportunity to step beyond your old self. But here's the truth: most people will miss it. Not because they are unworthy, but because they are unprepared. They have not yet realized the value of silence, the power of attention, the importance of intention. They live outside of themselves, chasing things, avoiding the mirror. So even when the universe opens the door and you are looking the other way, but you, if you're reading this, if you're sensing it, maybe you're different. Maybe you've had enough of being asleep. Maybe you're tired of cycles. Maybe you are finally ready to meet yourself fully without excuses, without stories. That is what August 7 is asking of you. Not to be perfect, not to impress anyone, but to finally see, to stop pretending you have more time, to stop believing change will come without effort, to stop denying the part of you that already knows what needs to be done. The power of August 7 is not in the date. It's in what you are do with it. How you wake up that morning, how you breathe, how you listen, how you choose your thoughts, how you carry yourself, how you face the truth you've been avoiding, how honest you are when nobody is looking, how present you are when the world is pulling you in 1,000 directions. These small things, these invisible decisions are what decide whether August 7 will change your life or pass like every other day. You don't need motivation. You need awareness. You don't need permission. You need presence. The truth is, your life is always speaking to you. The question is, will you finally listen on the day it matters most? Will you silence the noise and feel what's underneath? Will you stop chasing what doesn't matter and choose what does? Will you become the person who sees what others miss? Will you recognize the opportunity hidden in the ordinary? That is what makes the difference. This is not about fear. It is not about pressure. It is about clarity. It is about remembering who you are and why you are here. August 7 is not a coincidence. It is a mirror. It will reflect your inner state. It will reveal your progress. It will test your attention. And then only those who are ready to grow, to evolve, to step forward will feel the shift. Others will slip through it. Others will continue as before, but not you. Not this time. You are done pretending. You are ready, not because the world told you so, but because deep down something inside you has awakened. And that is what August 7 was always waiting for. There are no accidents when it comes to timing. Every moment, every shift, every inner awakening comes to those who are prepared to receive it. August 7 is not an exception. It is not a surprise for the prepared. It is a confirmation, a moment that was always meant to come, but not for everyone. Not everyone will understand it. Not everyone will feel it. And not everyone will be able to carry what it brings. Because the signs that lead to August 7 are not given to the loud, the lazy, or the lost. They are given to the still, to the focused, to the ones who have been sharpening their awareness in silence. You cannot see what your eyes are too clouded to perceive, and most people live in noise, external and internal. They hear everything but understand nothing. They react to everything but reflect on nothing. So, when a day like August 7 approaches, they feel the tension, but they do not understand the message. They sense the pressure, but they don't realize it's an invitation. They feel the shift, but they resist it because they're too distracted to trust it. But for those who are clear, for those who are present, August 7 is not confusing. It's confirmation that they are on the path. The signs that lead to this moment are not random. They come in silence. They come through patterns, through thoughts that return again and again, through whispers you can't explain, through tension in the body, through moments that repeat until you learn. But only those who are paying attention will recognize them, because signs are not given to the comfortable, they are given to the ready. You only see what you're willing to face. And August 7 will bring truth. Not everyone wants truth, but those who are prepared for it. They will not run, they will meet it. Life does not shout. It whispers, it leaves trails, subtle signals, invisible threads, a moment of stillness, a flash of insight, a deep breath that brings clarity. But only those who have trained themselves to listen, really listen, will recognize the invitation when August 7 arrives. And those who haven't trained themselves, they'll miss it entirely, because you can't fake presence. You can't fake awareness. You either have it or you don't. And when August 7 opens its door, only those who have walked with discipline will be able to step through. Being ready is not about waiting. It's about preparing. Most people wait for change like it's a delivery, like life will knock on their door and hand them transformation. But it doesn't work like that. August 7 is not a reward. It is a checkpoint, a mirror. It shows you whether you've been living on autopilot or whether you've been truly awake, whether you've been chasing distractions or developing discipline, whether you've been feeding your fears or facing them. August 7 will not lie to you. It will not sugarcoat anything. It will reflect your state clearly and completely. And if you are not ready, it will pass like every other day. And that will be no one's fault but your own, because the signs were there. The tension was there, the gut feelings, the restless nights, the internal questions. But you didn't listen. You brushed them aside. You numbed them. You escaped into comfort. And now August 7 has arrived and you're not prepared. That is the cost of ignoring the signs. That is the result of distraction. Growth isn't postponed. You are. But if you have been preparing, if you've been sitting with yourself, confronting your own thoughts, moving with intention, being brutally honest, then August 7 will feel like an alignment, a moment of power, a recognition of your readiness. You won't need external confirmation. You'll know. Something will shift within you. A knowing will rise, a quiet confidence, a moment of peace, or a fire that burns away your excuses. Either way, it will be unmistakable because you trained for it. This is the truth. The signs are always there. The question is not whether they are being given. The question is whether you are in the state to receive them. And August 7 will not wait for you to get ready. It will come. it will pass. And what it gives will depend entirely on your preparation. That is the reality of self-growth. That is the cost of awakening. You must become worthy of the message before the message arrives. You must become aligned with the truth before it can reveal itself. And do not look to August 7 like it is a miracle. It is not a savior. It is an amplifier. If you are ready, it will lift you. If you are lost, it will confuse you. If you are asleep, it will pass you by. But if you are still, if you are alert, if you have cleared the clutter within you, it will show you something real, something raw, something sacred, and it will change you. Not because the day itself is magical, but because Vayuf were finally ready to see what was always there. So ask yourself now, are you prepared? Have you done the work? Have you listened to the signs? Have you responded when the inner voice called, or have you been waiting for permission? Have you been pretending you didn't know? You do know. You always have. And August 7 is not giving you anything new. It is showing you what has always been waiting inside you, the truth, the path, the next version of you. Only the ready will see it. Only the chosen will carry it. And the chosen are the ones who chose themselves. August 7 is not a miracle. It is not a gift handed out to everyone. It is not a magic switch that will suddenly fix your life. It is a gate, a narrow gate. And the truth is, only a few will walk through it, not because the gate is hidden, not because the opportunity isn't there, but because walking through it requires more than desire. It requires decision, and most people are not willing to choose. Everyone wants change, but when change stands in front of them, they hesitate because real change means leaving behind the old, and most people are deeply attached to what no longer serves them. August 7 will present a moment, a window, an opening, a shift that is almost invisible, but very real, and it won't come with announcement. It won't wait for you. It will appear and disappear based on your ability to recognize it. This is not about luck. It's about presence, discipline, intention. You must understand this date is not a guarantee. August 7 is not for everyone. It's not for those still clinging to excuses. It's not for those who avoid the mirror. It's not for those who believe growth should be comfortable. The gate will appear, yes, but only those with clarity will see it, and only those with courage will walk through it. It will not be obvious. In fact, for many, it will look like just another ordinary day, the same sky, the same routine, but something deeper will be shifting, something internal, something energetic. If you are not connected to yourself, if your attention is scattered, you will miss it completely. And missing it means staying stuck in patterns you were meant to break. August 7 is a checkpoint, a spiritual alignment. If you are present, it will feel like everything you've been working on suddenly connects. If you are not present, it will feel like nothing at all. The gate will test you. It will ask one thing: are you willing to let go of who you were in order to become who you are meant to be? And then your answer will not be in words. It will be in how you show up that day, how you think, how you respond, how you choose, whether you act from fear or from clarity, whether you step into the unknown or fall back into the familiar. This is not theory. This is reality. On August 7, your inner state will decide what you are allowed to experience. People wait for signs. But signs don't come after the decision. They come when you are ready to act. August 7 will not convince you. It will not beg you to evolve. It will simply open and close. And what you do in that space is everything. If you are waiting to feel ready, you've already missed it. This moment requires you to be ready, not to feel ready. It demands you to trust, to move, to commit, not with hesitation, but with inner certainty. You will feel resistance. That is part of it. The closer you are to the gate, the louder your old self will scream. The fears, the doubts, the patterns. They will rise up on August 7, trying to pull you back. Not because something is wrong, but because something is about to change. Resistance is not a sign to stop. It is a sign you are standing at the threshold. And the only way forward is through. This day will reveal what's true. not in the world, but in you, what you prioritize, what you value, whether you've been talking about growth or actually living it. It will expose the gap between your words and your actions. And in that exposure, you will have a choice. Pretend you didn't see it, or rise into the next version of yourself. Walking through the gate means shedding something, an old belief, a false identity, a habit you've protected for too long. It will feel uncomfortable. It will feel uncertain, but it will also feel right. There will be a deep knowing. This is the moment. This is the chance. And if you hesitate, if you wait, the gate closes, not forever, but long enough that the pain of not choosing will follow you. Do not romanticize August 7. It is not a celebration. It is a confrontation, a meeting with yourself. And the question is simple. Are you ready to move forward? If the answer is yes, and you won't need anyone to tell you what to do, you will know, you will feel it, you will act. But if you are still holding on, if you are still waiting for permission, then this gate is not for you. Not yet. And that is the hard truth. This is not about punishment. It is about alignment. The gate opens for those who are aligned, for those who are real, for those who have been preparing in silence, showing up when no one was watching. August 7 will not change your life unless you are ready to change your life. That is the truth. No shortcut, no secret, just you, your presence, your courage, your choice. So look within. Feel the tension. Listen closely, because when that moment comes, and there will be no announcement, just a subtle shift, a quiet opening, and it will be up to you to walk through it or not. There is a misunderstanding that many people carry without even realizing it. They think being chosen means being special. They believe that certain people are selected by destiny, marked by some higher force, handed answers, while others are left in confusion. But that is not how life works. August 7 is not for the lucky. It is not for the blessed. It is for the intentional. The ones who made a choice long before this date arrived. You are not chosen by chance. You are chosen by your choices. Every decision you made in silence, every moment you spent on yourself when nobody was watching, every time you said no to distraction and yes to discipline, that is what makes the difference. That is what separates the ones who will feel the power of August 7 from those who will simply live another day unaware of what they missed. The chosen are not found. They are forged. This moment is not about waiting for some external sign that you matter. It is about realizing you were always meant to become something more and then choosing to become it. That is what August 7 demands from you. Not waiting, not hoping, choosing. Not just once, but every single day leading up to it. This day is not a reward. It's a mirror. It reflects who you've become. And if you don't like what you see, that's not punishment. That's direction. To feel the meaning of August 7, you must be clear about one thing. Growth does not find you. You must go after it. No one drifts into transformation. No one stumbles into discipline. These things are built, not gifted. They are earned, not granted. And August 7 is the day that draws a line. It doesn't ask if you're interested in growth. It asks if you've committed to it. Your answer is already in motion. It's written in your habits, your thoughts, your actions, how you carry yourself when no one is watching. The idea of being chosen sounds poetic, but in reality, it's practical. You are chosen when you start choosing yourself, not in ego, but in clarity. When you stop waiting to be rescued, when you stop blaming the past, when you stop handing away your power, that's when everything begins to shift. That's when you stop asking for signs and start becoming one. And on August 7, those who have done this work will feel something different, a deep sense of alignment, not because the world changed, but because they did. Most people are busy performing, trying to look like they're growing, trying to talk like they understand. But growth is not performance. It is process, and process leaves scars. It demands sacrifice. It costs comfort. There's no shortcut around it. That's why so few actually walk this path. That's why so few will feel what August 7 brings. because it requires realness. It requires discipline. And you are not the mind. It requires letting go of the version of you that the world taught you to be and stepping into the version that you were born to become. You will not be told what to do on August 7. The ones who need to be told are not ready. This moment will not hand you answers. It will reflect your inner state. If you've been quiet enough, you'll hear what others cannot. If you've been present enough, you'll notice what others ignore. And if you've been courageous enough, you'll act when others freeze, because you know that waiting is a luxury you can no longer afford. You know that growth does not come to the one who hesitates. You chose this path. Long before August 7 appeared on the calendar, your steps were already being shaped by your intention. And if you feel unprepared, if you feel behind, then make the choice now. Cut the excuses, drop the stories, stop outsourcing your power. There's no more time to waste. August 7 is near and it will not repeat itself. Not like this, not with this intensity. The gate opens and only those who walk with purpose will walk through. Being chosen is not about being better than anyone else. It's about choosing not to be less than what you're capable of. It's about not settling for a diluted life. It's about refusing to stay in the version of yourself that was created out of fear, habit, or imitation. The real you is waiting on the other side of commitment. And August 7 is the invitation, not to change everything in a day, but to begin, to step, to move from intention to embodiment. You don't need a title. You don't need validation. What you need is to choose clearly, fully, relentlessly. No one is coming to save you. No one will give you the life you want. You must become the person who creates it. And if you are ready, truly ready, August 7 will not disappoint you because it will meet you exactly where you are and push you one step beyond, but only if you've made the choice. So ask yourself now, have you truly chosen yourself? Not in words, not in theory, in action, in mindset, in how you've lived up to this point. Because August 7 does not lie. It will show you the truth. And that truth will either empower you or expose you. The difference lies in your choices. The difference lies in you. On August 7, something will stir in the atmosphere, not outside, but within. And many will feel it. A discomfort, a restlessness, a deep, almost invisible tension. It won't be loud. It won't come with a warning, but it will be there. Most will not understand what they're feeling. They'll call it a bad day. They'll think they're tired, irritated, emotionally heavy. But what they won't see is the truth behind it. This day is pressing on something hidden. It's shaking what no longer belongs. And only those who are aware will understand that this discomfort is not a problem. It's a signal. August 7 is not meant to feel easy, because growth doesn't feel easy. It's meant to challenge the version of you that's been pretending. It's meant to disrupt the comfort you've built around your fears. When that discomfort comes, don't run, don't escape, don't numb it with distractions. Sit with it, breathe into it. Ask yourself what it's trying to show you. That pressure exists for a reason. It's asking for transformation. But most people won't stop long enough to listen. They'll cover it with noise, with scrolling, with complaining, with avoidance. And that is why August 7 will pass them by. Not because they were unworthy of the shift, but because they were unavailable to receive it. You must be still to see clearly. You must be calm to feel deeply. And on this day, calmness will not come from the world. It must be created from within. Fear will rise, not to punish you, but to reveal you, whatever you've buried, whatever you've ignored. August 7 will bring it to the surface, not to destroy you, but to free you. The emotions will not lie. The thoughts that feel too loud, the waves of anxiety, the unexplained urgency, all of it is part of the process. Don't mistake the intensity for chaos. It's refinement. It's the fire that purifies. This is the test. Will you react or will you reflect? Will you push it away or will you allow it to teach you? Because what you do in these moments is everything. August 7 is not here to comfort you. It's here to stretch you, to show you what's still holding you back, to confront the lies you've been telling yourself. And that confrontation will feel sharp, even painful. But pain can be powerful when it has purpose. And this pain has purpose. You've been asking for growth, for clarity, for strength. But none of these things arrive without cost. They require something from you, your illusions, your distractions, your false identities. August 7 brings the opportunity to let these things go. But it doesn't take them from you. You must release them. You must recognize that they are the reason for your suffering, not the world, not the people around you, your patterns, your attachments. That's what August 7 wants you to see. And most won't want to see it because it means taking responsibility. It means admitting that you've been part of the problem, that you've been delaying your own evolution, that you've been choosing the known over the necessary. But the ones who will rise on August 7 are the ones who will face it head on, who will look at the fear, the doubt, the emotion, and not run, who will say, "This is what I must walk through," and then do it. Discomfort is not the enemy, it's the doorway. On August 7, discomfort is the sign that you're touching truth, that you're close to something real. Don't avoid it, move through it. Lean into the questions that scare you. Ask what you're still afraid to feel. Be brutally honest about what you've been escaping, because that is where the breakthrough hides. Growth is not glamorous, it's gritty, it's raw. And on August 7, it won't be delivered in peace. It will arrive in pressure. That pressure will either shape you or shatter you, depending on how you meet it. Don't ask for the pressure to go away. Ask to become stronger within it. That's how you rise. That's how you transform. That's how you meet the next version of yourself. This is the truth the energy of August 7 is meant to awaken. But awakening does not feel soft. It feels like being shaken awake from a deep sleep. It feels like truth crashing through your comfort. It feels like clarity that leaves no room for old excuses. And yes, it will be uncomfortable, but it will also be exactly what you need. So prepare now. Prepare to face yourself. Prepare to feel what you've been avoiding. Prepare to drop the mask. Because if you can walk through the discomfort of August 7 with awareness, everything will shift. You'll see with new eyes. You'll think with new clarity. You'll act from a new place of power. But only if you refuse to run. Do not ask for the day to be easy. Ask for it to be real. Ask for it to show you what's next. Ask for it to break what needs breaking so that what's true can finally emerge. That is what August 7 is offering. Not comfort, not ease, but evolution. And only those who can face the discomfort will walk away transformed. What you choose to think, feel, and do on August 7 will not stay in August 7. It will echo forward. It will create waves that you cannot see in the moment, but will absolutely feel in the days, weeks, and months to come. That's the weight this day carries. It's not just a point in time, it's a pivot. And whether you pivot upward or stay stuck depends entirely on how you respond to what this day brings. Most people underestimate the power of a single day. They move through it half asleep, repeating patterns, going through motions. But August 7 isn't an ordinary day. It is a turning point disguised as a choice. A small choice maybe, one that seems insignificant. A moment where you decide to face something instead of avoid it. Where you decide to act instead of delay. Where you decide to listen to yourself instead of ignoring your own voice. These moments define the trajectory of your life. And on August 7, those moments will come, subtle, quiet, but full of power. You must realize something now. Your future is being shaped by your present state, not by your wishes, not by your goals, but by your energy, your mindset, and your level of awareness. And on August 7, life will show you exactly where you stand. The decisions you make will not just affect how you feel for one day. They will determine what kind of person you are becoming. They will set the direction you're walking in towards more truth, more strength, more clarity, or deeper into the same old cycle. Every thought you allow on August 7 will either build your future or block it. Every emotion you feed will either strengthen you or shrink you. Every action you take will either align with the life you want or the life you've been trying to leave behind. There is no neutral choice. Everything matters. Every moment counts. And when you understand that, you stop wasting time. You stop waiting for perfect conditions. You stop negotiating with your potential. This day will not shout. It will not scream for your attention, but it will test you in the quietest ways. Maybe through a conversation that challenges your patience. Maybe through a decision you've been avoiding. Maybe through a sudden feeling of restlessness that you don't understand. But in those moments, August 7 will be asking you one thing. Are you going to stay asleep, or are you ready to wake up? You've had chances before. You've felt it. Those days where you knew something was trying to shift inside you, but you didn't act. You postponed. You distracted yourself. You told yourself you'd deal with it later. But August 7 is not just another later. It's a now, a final call to stop living beneath your potential, a call to take yourself seriously, not with pressure, but with presence. You must understand there will be consequences, not in a negative sense, but in a real one. If you waste this day, it will cost you, maybe not instantly, but eventually. And if you rise on this day, if you take ownership, that too will echo. And the rewards will not come as applause. They will come in the form of alignment, peace, clarity, a quiet knowing that you finally did what was right for your soul, not just your comfort. August 7 has the energy to mark the end of old patterns, but you must be willing to end them. You must be willing to say no more. No more procrastination, no more self-doubt, no more living half a life. This is the day to decide, not tomorrow, not next week. Or no, the future you want begins with the version of you who shows up on August 7. Will that version be honest? Will that version be strong enough to tell the truth? Will that version stop hiding behind distractions? Because the truth is, if you don't shift now, the weight of the things you keep carrying will only grow heavier. The pain you ignore will get louder. The lessons you avoid will keep returning. And the longer you delay, the harder it becomes to break free. But if you use August 7 correctly, if you face yourself with discipline and clarity, you will set a new course, a new standard, a new story. It won't feel dramatic in the moment, but one day you'll look back and realize it all started here with one day, one choice, one decision to stop waiting and start becoming. Don't wait for a sign. This is the sign. Don't ask if you're ready. If you feel this, then you are. Don't wonder what the outcome will be. Trust that alignment never leads you in the wrong direction, but you must act, you must move, you must mean it this time. August 7 is not for hesitation, it's for transformation. And if you walk through it with full presence, if you treat this day like the turning point it is, everything ahead of you will begin to change, not by chance, not by accident, but by choice. Your choice. That is how your future is shaped. That is how growth begins. That is how August 7 echoes forward.